Well, you can see someone took Creed 3 a little too literal.
I'm coming for everything.
She's coming for everything. Just got out of Creed 3. Want to let you guys know what we thought. Spoiler alert's big, so if you don't want to hear them, you might want to shut this off right now. Make sure you subscribe first, though. Don't be a dine and dasher. Subscribe, then watch. I'll wait. Jeopardy music. Alright, enough of that. Anyway, you saw Creed 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
So, did you like Creed 1 and 2?
Oh wait, no, I did. I don't think you showed me Creed 2. I don't think I've ever seen Creed 1.
Really? You didn't see Creed 1? I think you did, but way back.
Creed 2 was when he fought Drago's son.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the elephant.
Oh yeah, I did see Creed 1.
Rocky got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
No, because Rocky got sick.
I liked Creed 1 a little better than 2. I thought they could have done more with 2. Of course, I'm sure you've heard Sylvester Stallone didn't like how he was being treated. With Creed 2, I think he wrote a script and they went a total different direction. And, I could see why he's mad. He doesn't have the rights to his own movies that he created, the characters, he wrote them. Didn't he? I think he directed Rocky Balboa, the last film, and then, he's nice enough to let them, somehow Ryan Coogler went to him and he got the approval to do the first Creed, but then somehow it was out of Stallone's hands. Another topic, but we're here to talk about what we thought of Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan's, I believe, directorial debut. What'd you think of Creed 3?
I personally like this Creed more than the other Creeds. I felt like it...
Sorry for the noise, you got the window open.
I feel like it dives deeper into like the emotional aspect. Like it kind of reminded me of like the original Rockies, where there was like an arc to it. I didn't like the fact that they killed Felicia Rashad.
No, don't. Don't kill Felicia. I knew they were going to do that too. I kind of knew it before I even stepped in the theater. Then when she mentioned she had a stroke, I was like, oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I see that they did it for the emotional arc, just to show like him putting everything on the line and like everything that he's gone through. Like they stripped him from the gym, and then he felt that guilt and responsibility for like the Mexican boxer, Felix.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then obviously that whole thing happened, and then that whole scene unraveled in a really detrimental way. But I don't know. I don't see another way they could have done it, but maybe she just didn't really want to continue on. Maybe she just felt wrong too because of everything going on with Sylvester Stallone. So I don't know.
I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, maybe she didn't want to ruin her relationship. Felicia Rashad maybe didn't want to ruin her relationship with Sylvester Stallone, so maybe she opted out gracefully. But sad to see her go, because it looks like they're going to do a Creed 4, which Stallone said he'd be willing to do if the Winklers aren't involved with this project. But
yeah,
something I noticed right away is that these dudes is, Michael B. Jordan's in great shape, Jonathan Majors, of course, in great shape, but the guy they had playing the heavyweight, Felix, is that his name?
Yeah, I don't know his last name, but yeah.
Dude couldn't been over $160. I'm like, what kind of heavyweights are these? Like, even Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors wouldn't pass it under today's heavyweight division in reality, but I guess they didn't want too much of a size difference like in the second Creed, even though Victor Drago's in this and you still see how big he is next to Donnie Creed. But that's one thing just kept sticking in my head. Like, there's no way this guy's a heavyweight, this Felix dude. And of course, Jonathan Major's character, his name is Dame Anderson.
Yeah.
And he has a nice he has a way of like making his presence felt on the screen. He doesn't even have to say anything. You can just feel the edge to him. Like, yeah, he's got something bottled up that he's, trying to keep down until the appointed time. What'd you think about how Jonathan Majors played his character? He's I don't really think he was so much of a villain because it's almost like
I was about to say they actually. I feel like a little bit with Jargo's son, they made a successful villain where you're supposed to empathize and you can actually feel that conflict. But I
yeah,
feel like they've successfully done it more with this villain
yeah.
because I personally am the same. Like I could see where the anger came from. I really do feel like Felicia Rashad's character should have given those letters because he would have seen
Yeah, he had
what
written.
he saw to stop things from happening.
Yeah, Damon written Donnie while he was in jail, and Felicia Rashad intercepted the letters and put them in like a box and wouldn't let Donnie read all his letters that he'd written him in prison. So of course Dame felt abandoned, and because they had a little situation where Michael B. Jordan's character ran off and he took the rap for him, so you can kind of see why he
Oh, we're
felt.
doing spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Since we already told.
Well, yeah, because the picture would have let him know what happened, and I feel like that would have kind of stopped it. But then again, for the sake of the movie, I guess that's how it needed to happen. But at the same time, they probably should have came up with something different. But I guess that kind of adds to us empathizing with the villain and feeling that abandonment because of all those letters and
Yeah.
everything. It kind of did make me a little bit upset, and it did make me feel bad about him losing. But at the same time, he still did get to live his dreams out, and he still is considered a valuable professional boxer in the movie, so he can still continue on. And yeah, and then he talked about his family too, so I kind of felt like a little.
I thought it was well paced. I thought the fight scenes were done good. Looks like Ryan Coogler's brother or someone had something to do with this movie, but fight scenes were done in IMAX, and they did a really good job. I thought Dame's fighting style was a bit awkward. He was kind of weird the way he would move, and
In the beginning,
yeah, he had awkward movements, and he was a dirty fighter. Throwing elbows, and it's legal to hit like under the arm and stuff, but you don't really see that done. And he was just a rough fighter. He'd hold and hit, but he was very strong, and I thought he played a good antagonist to Donnie, but you still felt sorry for him. And there was a scene at the end which reminded me of the deleted scene in Rocky Two, Creed 2, where Donnie met with Victor Drago in the dressing room or something like that. They kind of redid that, except with Jonathan Majors' character. But I thought it had a good pace to it. The fight scenes were done. I liked their big mansion with the little glass floors or whatever.
yeah.
I like the little girl that plays
The daughter.
yeah, to Bianca, and yeah, Bianca, what's her name? I forget. Tessa Thompson. She did a great job, and she hasn't lost her hearing. I hope they don't take her hearing away from her. But their daughter has, she's doing sign language. She loves boxing, and you can kind of see they're kind of planting the seed for her to carry on the franchise way in the future with a female boxer. So that'd be interesting. But I still hate that Sylvester Stallone isn't in it, especially since it's his.
I thought it was really shady too. I know you said something about it when the credits came, where they kind of just slipped him in there. They should have done
based on characters by Sylvester
like a better
Stallone.
homage to him, especially because he's the reason why they have a paycheck at the end of the day and they're able to play around with the characters. I just felt like it was disrespectful towards him. But
yeah, also I was watching another podcast, and there's a scene in the movie where there's a framed picture of Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa, and they CGI'd Rocky out of the picture and just had Apollo Creed. So I'm like, wow, you could have picked a picture that was already made of just Apollo. You didn't have to delete Rocky out of the shot. It looks
intentional.
Yeah, it seemed intentional. And there was even a line in the movie where Dame Anderson said, your dad gave some guy a shot or something. I was like, he didn't even say his name, like Rocky. Like, he's like some guy. Like, some guy is the one is the reason you guys you guys have a film right now in a
Right.
franchise. So I mean, they could have worked Rocky in somewhere, but I heard, like I said, he didn't like how he was being treated in Creed 2.
It's probably greed.
Yeah,
Which is
Creed. Yeah,
it's a crazy idea, like the idea that they are being disrespectful to the initial creator over greed,
yeah,
where they like he was willing to allow them to even play around with his
yeah.
pockets because in
Right.
reality he really could have.
They could have said, "Nah, you're not tampering with my successful franchise," because we've all seen what Disney has done to the Star Wars.
This is your shirt, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't. I like the Mandalorian, but we don't support Disney and all their little agenda. But anyway,
When did you buy this?
my son actually got it for
Oh.
me,
Oh.
so that's why. It's the only reason I kept it. But I like the Mandalorian, but we know what they did with Star Wars on the big screen. They blew it completely. They dropped the ball. So Stallone could have used that as an example and be like, "Nah, I'm not letting you guys do to my films what you did to what Disney did to Star Wars." I think those came out before the Creed movies anyway. Yeah, overall, out of 5 thumbs up, I'll give this one a 4. Give it a 5 if Stallone had been in. Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say
yeah. What would you give it?
I definitely it to me is a really good movie, but because Stallone and like all that extra stuff, I would have to say 4 out of 5. It would have been more than a 5 to me if he had a part in it. But I mean, how good is a movie if you're capitalizing off of the initial creator and kind of treating him the way that they've been continuing to treat him?
His life ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Goodbye.
Sunshine and roses, whatever it is. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there if you let it. Yeah, I was just watching Rocky Balboa. But I was going to insert that somewhere because there was somewhere in the movie where I thought of that line about life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. And that,
something that I think Dame said
Yeah.
to Creed.
yeah, there's something that made me think of that line during the movie. That scene where what's Creed's mom's name? Marianne, where she leaves the franchises. Man, that was heavy. I'm not gonna even talk about that. That was heavy. But anyway, I'm gonna miss seeing her on the big screen. And Michael B. Jordan, they did a great job. You know, I thought the boxing scene at the end was weird. You know how they did some weird stuff in one of the rounds
It's
where
definitely a lot of symbolism.
yeah, it just got real dark around the ring, and there was nobody in the crowd, and it's like clouds, and it looked like, whoa, what's going on here?
Like
Is
a
this?
cemetery.
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
was like, what is this? Like, this is kind of creepy here, and it's like it was just them, and then there's bars behind them, like in a cage, and then when Donnie was roughing up Dame in the corner, there was like a rolled up mattress in the corner, like they were imagining themselves fighting in a cell, and it's a interesting backstory how it starts, and I thought somebody was going to end up getting taken out in that flashback, but it didn't happen. It was just a vicious beating. But whoever played the kid version of Donnie and Dame, they did a great job as well. You know, you felt something was coming. I didn't know what was coming. I knew something was coming. The way the way Donnie snuck out of bed when his mom was looking for him. But so yeah, we gave it a 4 out of 5 thumbs up, and it would have been a 5 if Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone's in it. Just because it was good, I wouldn't keep pressing my luck if I were the Creed franchise. I wouldn't keep going.
Because eventually everyone is going to. There's going to be a guilty conscience, especially with a spinoff. I don't think that anyone would be able to, in their right mind, feel okay with it while, you know, the initial creator, again, is being treated the way that he's been treated.
Yeah, and I signed, and you guys should sign it too. There's a petition to get Sylvester Stallone the rights back to his movies, and that should happen immediately. Stallone was he still got great screen presence. I just watched the whole season of Tulsa King. He's got great presence, man, and he's in his 70s, and you still would be terrified if he was coming at you. But I thought it was a great movie, and I'll probably see it again. Um, Jonathan Majors, great actor, came in shape. Both guys are in tremendous shape, and yeah, you guys might want to check it out. Creed 3, LSR Forever. Make sure to subscribe. Mystery Woman. Dun, 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 dun. Foo, foo, foo. Be fearless. Yay to the yay. Oh, she's so pretty. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
I'm coming for everything.
I'm coming for everything. All y'all subscribers, I'm coming for all you channels.
Okay.
Yeah.